Uncensored time again. What you say? We out the hell. You don't know. I'ma say, yo, massive. Yo, Nigos, the great pandem again, you know. Why pray? Yo, blessings to my team, is it? Yeah, man, fans out there, blessings and strength. Same way where I take time grow. A time of the master, you know. I'm feel enough people not understand how important patience and hard work, you know. Yeah, man. Well, at the same time, we I work smart still. Wink, wink. Money pray, why pray? But yo, active again, you know. So we're there upon the third session, you know. Yeah, man. Last time we touched a little topic where I listened to a one little big and she a talk something, she a spit some facts. I mean, I say, yo, Jano, if only the nice man them sit down and take in this, you see it, them are gonna say exactly what them are do wrong. Alright. But yo, here we go on. Want pick up back pace on that, you know. Cause all we done, we never finish up with it. So what you think of a go on? We have to jump back and dive straight tonight, live and direct. I think we did stop at like number 3, number 4, I don't even remember. But yo, say less. Active, we active again. Ready, team, outside.
All right, moving on to the fourth mistake. Number 4, filtering words. This is a conversational mistake almost every single nice guy makes, and it's one of the biggest reasons why they've had a hard time talking to women and coming up with things to say. So here's how it works. You see, most nice guys place a filter on their words when talking to a girl they like. They often don't say what's really on their mind. They're constantly assessing whether what they have to say is good enough or smart enough or funny enough. Why do they do this? Well, because they're way too attached to the outcome. They're way too eager to make the girl like them, and they fear being judged negatively by the girl. And as a result, they don't have much to say when talking to a girl, and they can't lead a conversation. This ruins their chances of attracting the girl because girls want a guy who has good conversation skills and can take the lead and who has opinions. We don't want someone who's in their head all the time figuring out what's the best thing to say. That type of person can barely hold a conversation and basically forces us to take the lead, which as women, we don't like. So here's the main takeaway. Unlike the nice guy, you must lower the filter when talking to girls or drop it altogether. That's what the guys who are amazing with women naturally do. They say whatever comes to their minds, they're not judging and analyzing it. Yes, sometimes that means they'll say things which are off color or inappropriate or lame or even offensive, but they're coming from a place of carefree confidence. So even when they say the wrong stuff, it doesn't hurt their chances of getting the girl. In fact, quite the opposite. It actually increases their chances.
Yo, man, I like how she just a jump pace it. Like she just a jump shit. My girl just want to quickly jump to number 5. Like, calm down, make that sink in. Because she touched some vital thing while ago you see it. Like, a lot of guys really don't understand how important confidence is, especially when it comes to courting or dating, isn't it? You go sub and you find a catty. You have to understand, say, yo, you have to take your time out. Right? You have to take your time and understand her and be authentic as possible. You see it, so know what it is she like and thing, but you're not gonna try alter yourself to please her. You just know how to deal with her because you know certain conversations she not into, certain things she not like. Alright, cool, you can respect it. There are certain boundaries basically. You get me? Everyone has boundaries, even us as men or men, we have to set boundaries as men. So everyone has boundaries, you see it. Women themselves have boundaries. So we have to understand the boundaries. But at the same time, we're confident in ourselves as men. Alright, we're confident in ourselves as men, right? We're not willing to lower or devalue ourselves or limit ourselves or hold back ourselves to please anyone. If you can't accept me for me and how I am and how I choose to express myself, it's understandable. You see, it just shows that we have differences, you get me? And you have to live your life, me live mine. But if it is that you're attracted to my confidence and me being me, then cool. We can have a vibe, we can roll together. You get me? But why would I as a man want to lower myself to match your level or your energy? That means I'm not authentic. That means I'm not real. I'm not me. and basically trying to play a role. I'm not there for that. And that's enough man fall short. You see it, a lot of guys living at them thoughts like what she said. Them feel like say, oh John, I have to know what to say, I have to say the right thing, I can't say no foolishness. If I say something and it sound like it off key, you know say she not gonna like me. You see, I wonder how she a cream now. We make anxiety take over. You get me? Depression and them things that we start thinking we're God in our shell and we did it. More time opportunities, then the more time the cat like you. And you just have to play the cards right and gear the strength, you see it. And make sure you know say how the interest did it. But because you overthink the scenario, something happened, I say, John was star. Yo, I feel like I'm free before I go, you know. While in a fair mind, she not see it as nothing, I say, oh, I say that for. Then you just get cold. You shut up or you just go and you think of say, you know, if it's a conversation start get boring and can't you just decide, say, for this, like, this don't make no sense. You see it, and them just friends on you right there, like they make you know straight, this isn't working out, you're better as a friend, or might be them just cut you off clean because you don't really hold a value in them life. You see it, we have to get over that, yo. And you see that fear thing there? Fear is something vital. Fear. As man, we need to drop that. You see it? Or you have to fear something like yourself, or you have to fear flesh, my God. You get me? As a man, we're born and created as hunters. We have to there and we have to go out and we have to secure. Oh man, not want a man we can't hunt, a man we can't step out from the moon. Oh man, no want to eat at the road. She want a man who she know say yo, him can secure the bread, him can bring in the bread so she can a real woman that is. Because you have enough of them fake yet here nowadays where them just want a man to live off a man like. Them want a father to take care of them and one or two they on the roll still. If me a push, you supposed to can push too. If me want $1 million, if me can give $1 million, you supposed to can give me $1 million too. I'm not always have it. Where you tell me say you're dependent on me and if me not have it or I not have it for a while, you have to left me and find somebody who have it. I don't want a woman like you in my circle. You get me? But getting back to the point, as a woman, they want a man who can actually push. And that we need to understand, you see. But I come to realize certain things differently still and understand, say, every man approach things differently, every man learn differently, so it come down to the individual. But we need to comprehend them finer points here. Be yourself, you see me? Be yourself. Don't try to filter yourself, don't try to limit yourself. You can have people who are naturally like you for you. You get me? The moment you try to hold back and you try to act as if you are, this nice, cool individual, you get me, and you try to play that role, best believe me say you have a fault. Because the Empress them are going to realize that before you even start, them are going to sense the fakeness for you. And them going to just drop you upon a level, might be just drop you as a friend and just done it. So, and more time in every relationship, more time them see, and might be you don't want a relationship, you just want a one touch. And them rate you and them would give you a one touch, but then when them see how you move and them see you're confident in yourself and them see all of this, them just lose interest because them want you to know what you want and willing to go for what you want. And that we need to understand as man. You get me? But as I say, brawling thing is here, I could jump back in one flame, me just create on them outside.
All right, number 5, not setting boundaries. Most nice guys have no boundaries whatsoever. They don't have a sense of what's acceptable and what's unacceptable. They're guys who will go along with anything. If a girl talks to them poorly, they're okay with it. If a girl makes fun of their passions and hobbies, they're okay with it. If a girl insults their friends, they're okay with it. If a girl cancels on them at the last minute, they're okay with it. Basically, and forgive me for being so blunt, but most nice guys act like doormats and people can just walk all over them. They've such an intense fear of breaking rapport and being rejected that they hardly ever assert their real opinions and thoughts. They hardly ever take a stand against what's unacceptable. In fact, most of them don't even have a clear idea of what's not acceptable. They've had no boundaries for such a long time that they just go along with everything, thinking they're just being nice. It doesn't even occur to them that they're being mistreated. This type of a man is extremely unappealing to us women. We don't want to be with guys who are like doormats. We want a man with strong boundaries. If we treat him unfairly, we want him to take a stand and call us out on it. A guy with strong boundaries shows assertiveness and high self-respect. 2 qualities we always look for in a man before deciding whether or not we should date him. And what's more, a guy with boundaries also shows that he'll take a stand for us and defend us if someone treats us poorly. Basically, it informs us that we'll be safe and protected when we're with him, making it easier for us to choose him as a romantic partner. All right, so now that you know the importance of boundaries, you need to get clear on yours, in case you haven't already. Don't be a doormat like most nice guys tend to be.
Yo, you see the point now she touched now? We have to go some man touch on the point there as well. And I did just speak about that. If it is you are listening, you guys would hear that we talk about boundaries. We have to set certain boundaries. Everybody have boundaries, women, men, people in general. Life itself based upon boundaries. You get what I say? Everybody have things that them would allow. Everybody have things that they won't allow. You get me? Yeah, man. And if you're realizing that this whole conversation, I'm try to stay as authentic as possible today and keep it on a more Jamaican level to appeal to my Jamaican masses directly. You get me? But as regards the international masses as well, we are tuning in. Don't worry. You see, this is just, one of those, you can say, conversations where we just want kind of tune in to a native crowd. You see? But yeah, man, we'll definitely make sure that we have you guys included, and I'm definitely thinking about y'all. So videos coming forward, we'll definitely have you guys included, but enough to understand, say, I'm a Jamaican, so I'm naturally have appeal to my people, them first of all. You see it? But yeah, man, we're all on the same way, especially my woman, them we have to throw it out there. But yeah, this is a serious conversation, yo, because a lot of guys really don't understand them here. I'm telling the truthfully. You see it? We need to take a step as a man and take a step back. We need to take a step back as men and understand how important it is to set boundaries. As we just there talk to and say, a lot of women are looking for men. You get me? Not grown males. If you remember the last conversation we had with the Steve Harvey video, you see it? Not grown males, but they're looking for men. Men who have the psychological mindset and are willing to take control. You get what I say? And it's checked up because a lot of times women accept toxic masculinity, right, as a form of a man being genuinely masculine. You get me? And being what a man is to be. So there is a thin line there at times, but we have to understand it's really how we were socialized. We were socialized to accept this as reality. You get me? So we see toxic environments, we see toxic relationships, and that's the norm, that's the standard that has been set. But as people, we have to sit through these things and realize, say, toxicity, I think that toxicity is good. I'm not going to corners in your car. It's all about keeping the relationship or the connection afloat. You can't move like you're too nice. You can't move like you want to work with the roads. You have to be a rebel. Fully rebel out. You see it? Fully Taliban from a girl out there. Yeah, man. One have to active outside. Make your partner interested. More time you go stop on your boxer all a brawling move. You're all in a car as a man. The baby watching, say, think well for him. Some more you go and choke on it and go through it. She say, you talk about in a car? You say, my girl, stop one like you're idiot. No man, rip all the throat and she don't say, I mean, you alone there, nobody in the theater. There's theater fun where you have. You get what I say? And the excitement there, she might create and think, but she really excited to try. She just want to put up a little defense so she don't look weak. But once you go say, you exert your dominance as a man, she give in. And she make you straight, say, alright, boom. And she deal with it right there, so. You see it, I just nature things, yo. You can't come with them like a mindset there as a man and feel like, say, you go allow a woman to just do what she want, walk over, a woman look down by a woman and go say you're weak. Because that is a sign of weakness. You don't have any backbone, you can't stand up for yourself, like, what you really have to offer. You get me? Sex is something where a woman can get anywhere. Because man always want to want to have sex. You get me? She can't see a nigga what she want. Or even a nigga where she never rate the dog. She just go somewhere, she just want a one knock and she just link him. Might be look good to her and think she just scheme a one knock or a two knock. You get me? So you don't feel say sex are not important. You see it? Women want somebody who them know say, them are going to feel protected around somebody who can dedicate for them and help them to grow. You get me? Somebody who can go to a man basically set a foundation for them if it come to like a relationship and thing. And every woman I look for a potential partner. That's one thing we have to understand as well, you see it? I literally look for a potential partner. So I just let's say there at the end of the day, if it is that you as a man, you want on the boundaries, you want to set the boundaries for yourself, have certain little restrictions where say if a woman or anybody at all pass them boundaries, there are repercussions. People are going to ever step by you, she say like a doormat. People are going to look at you and say you're soft, you're idiot. And this is the thing about niceness. You see, when it is you're too nice and nonchalant, or when you're nice in general, nonchalant and thing, you allow things to slide, people take advantage of you. You get me? Because that's just the way of life, basically. You get me? People try to abuse things which they see that they have control over. It's all about power and dominance. If it is that I realize that I have power over this thing, why won't I exert my power and use it? If me know say me have a cat and if my son say, oh, babes, watch you know, say today I want a 500 grand for us man put on towards a car and I know say it the right away. I'm if I ask, nah, hesitate and think. Then time I'm take the 500 grand, I'm gonna spend it all on the next girl like a big idiot and thing, you see. But you know say I can't get it from she. But use her, you see me? And then on the road, when I spend on a useless girl, you see it. Any girl who I spend on supposed to can spend back on we, I just say it the broad. Any cat where I link with supposed to can do for we. When I want to spoil girl, I waste man settings that me I tell the brawling and truthfully. You see me? If a girl a spoil you spoil her, but you spend on her, you don't need to do. Because she a push the same flame. She a push the same energy as you say one flame. Never switch, never change. You see me? So you do what she a do for you, and they say thing there. But enough of them man you move like them want to sing for the woman, them like them just want to do things to please the woman, them and realize say yo, them must set up themselves for a fall, the woman them not rate, you know. The woman them a look on like Biggie, they also them say yo, them can do certain things around, you know, and them get away with it when they not care or unafraid to even talk to them too tough because what? On no one someone lose the connect. Might be enough found in the confident in themselves so we can pull down another cat and get that one bust down and realize say yo, because you're easy, she just a work with you. You see it until the next nigga come by, you know, record about the right way. She make the dog, you know, say, I like your style. You see, it might be a she, I'll make the advanced kind of dog look on it 2 times and the dog will make it know, say, watch, you know. You see it. You and me, you know. You see it, and she don't even step forward, she just work with it and make him know, say, I like your style. And yeah, man, and me and you straight. While you there, you try to gear all these lyrics and I try to buy this and that for her and I try to appease her and then realize, say, yo, that now, but no way. Yeah, there's a little menke, you never even see draws from the day of boy. But yeah, there you spend big dollars for it and just a pop caps and, you see me? I don't know what kind of mindset to know as man in.
Number 6, avoiding escalation. Almost all of the nice guys avoid escalation like the plague. Even though they clearly want to be with a girl, they don't act on it. They don't do what's necessary to actually get the girl. They simply act all nice and polite around them, hoping that someday the girl will magically fall in love and make a move on them. They expect that Hollywood ending, which in real life does not exist. The reason they act this way is quite obvious too, and I've already touched on it in this video. Nice guys are intensely afraid of rejection. They are so afraid that they don't even try to do what's necessary to get the girl. Of course, all of this also stems from a deeper cause, which is a lack of self-confidence. Deep down, these guys don't really feel that they can get the girl or deserve the girl. They say that they want her, but they don't really believe they can get her. They expect to be rejected if they ask her out. So to avoid the pain of rejection, they don't take action. They just hope that somehow things will change and somehow the girl ends up liking them and somehow she will make the first move. But as we all know, that never happens. The reality is, unless you actively get a girl in that emotional state of escalation, the state where she's eager to go to the next level with you, and then actively make a move on her, you're not gonna get her, period. Nice guys don't get this. And as a result, they hardly ever get the girls they want.
Yo, I swear. Dark truth. So she just had, she just had drop jewels on top of jewels on top of jewels, let me tell you. Like, for real. Like, a lot of guys are really afraid of escalation. They're afraid to kind of get under cat's skin. If it is that things get confrontational, you realize how quick them draw back in them shell. Like, them don't want a confrontation. Them so afraid of confrontation. Like, why is it that you're afraid of confrontation? Understanding women, right? Women like conflict. Women like adventure. Women like a thrill. You get me? If it is that you as a man know that, why is it that you're stepping away from a thrill? No, don't get me wrong. You get me? When I talk about like women where every little thing them try to make problem about and try to create arguments and thing, and them love the whole abusive relationship type of thing. You get me? But things can't go too perfect, yo. Like when things just go perfect, it gets boring after a time. You have to can bring forward something new. You have to can stir certain emotions. You have to can draw a cat to make sure say, yo, she actually actually want to pursue you. You get me? Get under her skin, make she constantly think about you, make she constantly feel say yo that you are different. Like I don't know what about him, but it's like every time I just feel irritated when I'm around him, but I like it and I don't know how to explain it. Like I just feel like say yo, I want to come out of my shell and I just want to pursue him. You get me? Can't do it without the youth in my circle. Like I don't know how our next man pray, you get me? But me see that as a good thing. Being able to get under Katy skin and know say yo, you're able to make she think about you. So that way you know that you're not the only one who is pursuing. But when you lack confidence, that's the most important thing here now, lacking of confidence. But when you lack confidence, you realize say you can't do that because you're afraid. You're afraid say yo, you make the wrong move, you're afraid say you said the wrong thing, you're afraid say yo, you go do this, you go do that, and she's not interested in it, you should lose interest. But I'm tell you this, brawling. You say if she rate you from day one, she not gonna lose interest just so you have to do something drastic to go against her morals so she lose interest. Now more time all when you do that man, she's still in your circle man, me I tell you have her. You get me? But you see once you start move soft and you start move like you're afraid, you're not in a confidence, you're not in a backbone. You come back to that there again, confidence. You act like you know no confidence. It's like you don't want to stand up for yourself as a man. You just try to take the easy way out and just kind of lay it back and try to sidestep certain arguments or certain conversations. You see it? You can't do that, bro. The moment you do that, the moment you lose. You get me? Because the woman don't judge you. Remember this. And remember this. Good. Remember good, no man. A woman don't know if it is that she give her strength or not just by looking at you. She don't determine. You see it. First off, you have to appeal to her eyes. Once it is you appeal to her physical senses, then she starts studying your personality to see what it is you're like, your temperament and them things. She do certain things to try to feel you out. She try to see who you are. You get me? And try to see how far she can go with you. The moment a woman say yo, them can take advantage of you, best believe me say yo, no interest now go there to build a genuine relationship with you. Kinda them mind them don't know say yo, they're the ones in control. You see it? Them no want a man with them can control. And them no want a man to move like him and bad them up either. You get me? But them want a man who have a certain level of militancy and roughness to him thing. Him understand say he is a man and he won't allow anyone to basically undermine that. You get me? Whether it want to be a woman or any random woman or an other man or road or whatever, him not gonna allow anyone to undermine him masculinity. You get me? Because women respect masculine men. Not men who are emasculated or men who are too feminine. Because it's natural, like as men who have feminine aspects as well as women, they have masculine aspects. But nature in general has set things where women are mostly feminine, men are mostly masculine. But if you are not able to tap into that masculinity and prove to a woman that you are masculine, right, without the whole excess toxicity, you won't appeal to her, bro. And that's the point when I feel say yo, moms are trying making a video where she are trying showing say yo, when you can't avoid confrontation, when you can't move like say yo, when you not have confidence yo, when you have to stand up for yourself as man, when you have to set certain boundaries, when you have to understand these women and understand how to operate with them and stop live by this fairy tale type of lifestyle where you feel say yo, things that could just happen to you. Like you just sit down and you just pray to God and you just go to woman be nice and you do this, you buy things for her, you compliment her every day and she gonna just get up and she gonna just drop in your lap or she gonna drop in your life. Hell no. Because when you there and you are sit down and you are play nice and you are do all these things, just know say yo, other guys out there, a lot of options you have. Other guys out there and them are press gas. Them in our ears like 24/7 like a drum them a play and you hear boom boom boom. Them just a beat our ears drum. So you get me? And at least one of them words must cement. So the moment while you there and you a play around, just know say your opportunity a fly through the window. You see it a 4 wing it a fly upon to 4 wings it a fly upon as well. Remember that good. You see it how fast it a move. By the time you quint opportunity shot past you, she'll laugh with you today and she'll wait for you to make a move and she say now make a move and the next man move to it. You're gone. Like you're irrelevant again. Maybe she just make you know so, oh you know someone really like you them way they still. She did. At first she did like you them way they. She did a pray them way they, but then you know you move too soft and too slow, she say, you know, you man really my type and she just say oh love it. I just let's say it them. But anyways, peeps, you don't know uncensored reasoning outside. Yeah, man, we don't close it off right here, so again, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in and just know, say, mother ass, you see me?
But you know, I eat that still in a massive disease. Yeah, man, we're going to more close off that one differently still. I want to thank you for reach out again. As I say, on the listen video, on the like, on the subscribe, on the do what you need for do. Just because of my give strength to it. Yeah, man, I left the comments them, man. I want me to know. On the goes about my have nothing I want me to touch upon. On the goes about my reach out, I mean definitely touch upon them topic there. On the goes about my want to start a dialogue upon them, like a thing you don't want to contest me. Or no one goes about my add to me and say or even educate me upon some things. I'm open, please see it. Especially my woman. When you can always jump on and comment because I'm not above you. You see, I'm not there to talk out against you. We just talk about the reality. I will love you the same way. And as I G them out there too, when I'm firm and militant and be real, man, out there, you see it. And you can't move like when you soft and move like say you're not putting in the road. Like when you porridge. A sweep, when you get sweep one side, man, if you're not porridge, man, you have to be rock stone out there. Just don't say you bust up our thoughts, them, man. To all you think tough outside, to all you serious and you militant, girl, just love you. Can't do without you.
Man, them can't do without you, G. But yo, massive. You know the thing set already, though. Yeah, man, we not have to talk too much. We not have to say 40 or 39. Good. Why pray? Yeah, man, but you know, say we come to the end of this. Like, when you tell me truth, I never want interesting video that, man. Yo, mama chat something will make your brain start jerk as a man, you really look on it and you say, yo, some facts there, you know, cause enough like yes, man, to, you know, a simple over you can't tell them and I realize, say, yo, them not like that. Them want you to be authentic, come be yourself, be real. This is the reality of want every man to catch on to. And you can't get every woman, dog. All if you don't want to play that girlish thing there, you see me? And you can't get every woman, and you can't touch every woman. You have to understand, say, everybody have different personalities. You have some women who can work with your personality type, and some will not work with it. You see me? Everybody have boundaries, everybody have standards. So I just let's say they see it. But yo, give thanks again, you know. When you know what things said, just spam the comment section, make you know what the thing and just give you no input. Cause we're there and we're active. Ever outside. Why pray? Yo, niggas the great pon them. Out again, you see it? Fully one flame.
Listen to me, God know the streets. Copy you gonna smile, but no one you reach. Why you creep them a fight, cause them aren't no clean. But anything you want, just chase the dream. Sting the road, now stop till it check the load. Now laugh, cold steer, dark whole zone. Can't fool if you know the code. One life, one flame, just a seek the goal. Break free, cast off your chains, free your mind. Them no want see the youths reach. I see all of the pain, all the fight. Them no know nothing but we. Break free, hard work, sacrifice, money, all my life sweet. I see all of the pain, all the fight, why life begin